All right, let me just address. I don't want to spend too much time on it because I just made myself sit here and receive, which was starting to make me uncomfortable. You've always been there for me. I feel your love. I feel you love me.
I love you.
I feel it deep. There's only maybe 3 people in my entire life. I'm older than you.
No.
That I know will drop what they're doing.
Everything I do is to make her laugh, especially the sex.
Blake Lively's legal fight has taken a terrifying turn. Her own lawyer just dropped her. What horrifying evidence forced him to walk away?
Oh my God. And most people's violence with her, it's just baking.
Insiders reveal she mistreated her team, while Justin Baldoni prepares a brutal countersuit with damning proof. Even Ryan Reynolds is scrambling to escape the fallout. Is Blake's entire career about to collapse?
As the It Ends With Us legal war continues, there are challenges of promoting the film.
It was just the best experience.
The studio turned off comments on the movie's trailer after trolls slammed the poster on Insta.
Blake Lively's legal fight against Justin Baldoni has taken a shocking turn, and it's not looking good for her. Reports say her own lawyers, Mike Gottlieb and Ezra Hudson, have dropped her case after seeing new evidence from Justin's team. When a lawyer walks away, you know things are bad, said a legal analyst. Whatever was in those documents must have been serious. But there's more. Insiders claim Blake didn't just lose her lawyer because of the case. Her own behavior played a big role. She would constantly criticize her legal team, question their strategies, and even delay payments, said a source close to the situation. No lawyer wants to work under those conditions.
I found this.
Now, there are rumors that Justin is preparing a countersuit. He's got everything lined up. Text messages, emails, and video evidence, an insider revealed. This isn't just about proving his innocence. He's going after the damage done to his name. At first, Blake seemed confident. She had media support, and many believed her claims. But as Justin's team started releasing evidence, everything changed. It was like watching a PR disaster unfold in real time, said an entertainment journalist. People went from supporting her to seriously questioning her version of events. Ryan Reynolds, who has always stood by Blake, is now facing backlash too. They were the Hollywood power couple everyone loved, a fan commented online. But now, people are seeing a different side of them. Even Ari Emanuel, CEO of William Morris Endeavor, tried to defend them, saying, "Blake and Ryan are good people, but not everyone is convinced. You can't ignore facts just because someone is well-liked," a Hollywood insider pointed out. Blake's past behavior is also resurfacing. Former colleagues say she has a reputation for being difficult to work with. People have tried to excuse it for years, but the stories just keep coming, an industry veteran said. One viral clip shows her making a sarcastic remark when asked about how fans should approach sensitive topics. She joked about sharing her location and social security number. It was completely tone-deaf, a critic noted. Then there are the even more damaging moments. In an old interview, she referred to her co-stars in a way that many found offensive, and she once made an inappropriate joke about a colleague's difficult past. 1 or 2 comments can be a mistake, a publicist explained, but when there's a pattern, it becomes harder to ignore.
I was like, I would love to be part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them. Come on, it was a joke. Lord have mercy.
Blake Lively and Leighton Meester may have played best friends on screen, but behind the scenes, things were far from friendly. Over the years, there have been multiple reports about their alleged tension, with some even claiming that Blake made inappropriate jokes about Leighton's past. There was an article recently saying that Leighton and I were frenemies, Leighton once said in an interview. It's strange how they always try to pit women against each other. You don't hear about Penn and Chase hating each other and being jealous. Many believe that their personalities clashed, with Blake being more outgoing while Leighton was more reserved. But according to some sources, there was much more to it than just that. Blake allegedly had a habit of making sarcastic remarks about Leighton's background, turning personal matters into jokes. While Leighton had spoken about her past before, some felt it was inappropriate for Blake to bring it up in a light-hearted manner. There were even claims that Blake treated Leighton unfairly throughout their time on set, pressuring cast members to take sides. Years later, this same pattern seemed to follow Blake into her work on It Ends With Us. Reports suggest that she attempted to control various aspects of production, even pressuring others to support her decisions. Blake wanted more creative control and would guilt-trip people into making changes, an insider shared.
So nosy.
I know.
Noses.
And my nose is so big.
I was hoping that we could address this. It's not too late. Just gotta shut down. We gotta call an insurance month and just...
The situation escalated when Blake filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni. Almost immediately after, an article was published by the New York Times, seemingly backing Blake's claims. The speed at which the article was released raised eyebrows, leading some to believe that Blake had been working with the media to shape the narrative beforehand. How do you read an entire lawsuit, fact-check everything, write a detailed article, and publish it within hours? A skeptic pointed out. It's almost like they knew what was coming. Justin didn't stay silent. He fired back with a $400 million lawsuit against Blake, Ryan Reynolds, and the New York Times, accusing them of spreading false and damaging information. The New York Times actively vouched for a false narrative, Justin stated in legal documents. They weren't just reporting, they were collaborating to destroy my reputation. The Times defended itself, claiming that Justin's case was weak and that they were simply doing their job. However, critics argued that the article was biased and violated journalistic ethics. Reading that piece, you'd think Justin was already found guilty in court. A media analyst observed, "It's not just irresponsible, it's manipulative." Adding to the controversy, the article was published before Justin or his business partners were given a chance to respond. Basic journalism requires getting both sides of the story, a legal expert explained. Yet, in this case, the Times ran with a one-sided account.
You gotta stop. You have to stop this. Please.
What?
Staring at me like that and
I'm just looking at you.
Okay, you're just looking at me. Stop showing up at my flower shop.
Blake's case against Justin seemed solid at first, but the more people looked into it, the shakier it became. Many of the so-called proof she provided in her lawsuit had obvious gaps. For example, she included text messages but left out crucial parts. Why would someone do that? If the full conversation supported her claims, why hide any details? Then there were the HR complaints. She submitted them as evidence, but the dates and timestamps were mysteriously redacted. That's a big red flag. It seemed like she was carefully selecting what to show to fit her narrative. But here's the thing. When you start hiding details, people start asking questions. A major turning point came when Justin fired back by sharing behind-the-scenes videos and screenshots of conversations. Suddenly, the entire case started to fall apart. His legal team was ready with receipts, and it didn't take long before cracks in Blake's accusations started showing. Now, word is that Blake's team is scrambling. Allegedly, they're trying to get Justin's lawyers in a room to discuss a possible settlement. But after everything that has happened, would he even consider it?
Specifically, the issue is with the character Nicepool, an alternate universe Deadpool who Reynolds himself plays.
Justin's lawyer, Brian Friedman, made it crystal clear. Settling is not an option. In an interview on the Town podcast with Matthew Baldoni, journalists explained why they refused to even entertain the idea. According to him, Blake's allegations have caused massive damage to Justin. Not just to his reputation, but also to his finances, mental health, and even his family. This isn't just some drama that can be swept under the rug with a payout, journalists said. What amount of money makes up for the damage already done? He firmly believes that the only way Justin gets real justice is by taking the case to court, where a jury can hear both sides and decide what really happened. Meanwhile, there's another twist. Blake's husband, Ryan Reynolds, has officially asked to be removed from all lawsuits related to this case. His message is clear: this isn't my fight, but Justin's team isn't letting him off the hook that easily. Journalists didn't hold back, telling TMZ that Reynolds played a key role in the smear campaign against Justin. Mr. Reynolds used his Hollywood influence to damage Justin's career, pressure WME into dropping him, and spread damaging stories, a journalist stated. He argued that Reynolds is now trying to back away as if he had nothing to do with it, but the evidence suggests otherwise.
Allowing non-essential crew to pass while Blake was mostly nude.
What is happening?
At this point, the legal battle is at a critical stage. Blake's team might be looking for a quiet way out, but Justin is standing firm. With Friedman leading his defense, It's clear they're not backing down. The question now is, will Blake try to find another lawyer willing to fight this case? Or is this the end of the road for her legal battle against Justin? Do let us know about your views in the comments section below, and for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.